Now, she's also an artist, and she has done all this work, but it's quite correct. She wrote 65,000 words on her smartphone because that's all she had. She either didn't have electricity, or she couldn't download the WordPress. But Julie KONDI was actually awarded a prize by the judges, and they referred to it as, if I may say, they spoke about her work. This book will be remembered as a masterpiece. And you can't use words like that. They have. And having edited this book, and in fact recently picked it up and started reading it again, it's an extraordinary book. It challenges the events that are happening within a community and a single family, sort of autobiographical, but not really. But she has drawn on some of her own experiences. She tells you in here. And but ultimately, it's the questions. It questions the invasion of colonisation, which most books don't. That I've edited for here. They're not there fighting against past events or looking at things like that. But this looks at the effect on, as she calls it, the human landscape of communal cultural remembrance. Because, of course, remembrance is oral history is all part of the remembrance and comes down through ancestors and is kept in that way. And across generations, she says, and the judges said it's a deep intellectual dive into village life in Papua New Guinea. But one of the things that they highlighted, underlined, was she states, and this book is selling very well in the US, which I think is quite interesting. She says, or not Julie, the protagonist in the book says, "I am my own woman. That is who I am. I'm tired of the label black, brown, coloured glaze, niggard woman. I am only human walking on this earth one time in my lifetime. That is who I am. I don't know why I need to explain that over and over again, trying to assert myself in this God-forsaken," and this is the protagonist speaking, of course, we shouldn't attribute anything to Julie, "God-forsaken land like some bad black odour in this world. This continuous justification is not my vocation, nor my calling, but I am forever put there on the spot by my appearance." And it's called, she named this Annie's Portrait, "My String Bag Back Home," which everyone in the Pacific who knows anything about weaving will know that I suspect it refers to the billams, which are used throughout Papua New Guinea as books, because they tell the ancestry and the history, as I learnt from your mother, of every culture and region and story, which I've kindly received again from John Curry, from his community, and John. Just extraordinary. So that refers, but Annie means mother. So it's a string bag back home, and all those, everything's woven and interwoven. So she is a dynamic, strong writer that questions and points the finger at their own community, as well as the colonisation and things like this. And as I said, I just want to close on this. It's for sale. I highly recommend it. It's selling very well, by the way, in America, in the US. And I'm not surprised. It should be selling very well everywhere. As the judges said, this book will be remembered as a masterpiece. not for culture, just as a masterpiece, the way she's done it. So congratulations, Julie. This is her artwork, but we did the colour. we get to do some stuff here. So thank you so much. Congratulations, Julie.